Con. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
I'd like to say all praises, honor, and glory go to Yahweh,
Power,
by Shum,
Bashem,
by
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai.
Shai, Salakia. Double honors to the elders in Akim, and with precepts, I get understanding. We're doing a live right now. We're going to focus on the conflict that's going on out in Israel, and just to further prove that, them hook nose, bastards in that land right now are not the true Israelites biblically according to the prophecy and the scriptures. So we're going to start with Jeremiah chapter, Ezekiel, Salakia, 37 and 11.
Khan. Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 11, it said, and it reads, Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Yasharallah. Behold, they say, our bones are dried and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts.
Now that right there is talking about, the valley of dry bones, and that's just symbolic of being deprived from the truth, basically. And if you're not in the truth or understand the scriptures in any type of way, you basically living dead. You dry bones, man. You gotta get this water of flowing water. That was like in what is it? Ephesians chapter 5 and 25. You understand? Get washed in my word. So that's basically what that's talking about Israel. We being dried, got cut off, from the truth. Go ahead.
It says, therefore prophesies and say unto them, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
Now that's a prophecy, man. You know what I mean? Because basically it's talking about it go get us out of our grave, getting us out of this hellish conditions, and give us back our heritage, our truth, and our nationality and understanding of the scripture, and get us out of this hellhole and put us back in our land.
Absolutely, man. Hey, and can I add this, Ak, if you don't mind?
Go ahead.
Like it says, man, that he was gonna get us up out of these graves, man. And it's to signify, man, that in the last times, in the last days, man, that the Israelites, they would be lost and they would be estranged from their God, estranged from their covenant, right?
Right.
And that's why I tell you in Romans 8 and 23, it says what? The wages of sin is death, right? Just like how we was dead right here in Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones, right? That's why we transgress the Most High's law.
I got precept real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 21 and 16. That man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Brother saying, we went away from the law, statutes, commandments, and we went away from the understanding of who we are, the law, statutes, commandments, and so we literally are the walking dead. In this just dead state right now.
Right. Yeah, our people are in a dead state. And can I add a precept on top of your precept? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28 and verse 15. It says, because you have said, we have made a covenant with death and with hell, and with hell we are in agreement. See, our people, we done made a covenant with death and hell, man. Our people in hell, and we made a covenant with these people, man. That's keeping us in this hell, man. And we dead. We made a covenant with death. Why? Because we breaking the laws, man. And the wages of sin, again, is death. Right?
Right.
Well, we can jump back to where you was at.
Yeah, let's continue on 11 and start at verse 13.
And you shall know that I am the Lord when I open your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves.
Con.
Right.
Verse,
Con. Verse 14, and shall put my spirit into you, and you shall live. And I shall place you in your own land. Then shall you
place you.
know.
Salaki. As you see, it says He gonna place you in your own land. You know, He shall put and shall put my spirit on you, in you, Salakia. Now,
Right.
as you can see in Israel, you know, with the gay pride parade, they got a huge population of of homosexuals out there celebrating yearly with this yearly parades, or well, I don't even know how it goes. I think it's yearly or something like that. But that's clearly them not having the spirit of the Most High in them when they're allowing something like that to happen in the Holy Land. You know, so that right there is a cut to show, just one of the cuts that we're going to bring out to show that these people are not the Israelites. Well, really, they are the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, right here where it says that he's gonna put his spirit in his people, right? That's just like in Acts chapter 1 and 2 on the day of Pentecost, and Joel chapter 2, verse 28. Right? He says in the last days, man, I'm gonna pour out my spirit upon all flesh. But he's talking about Israel as that all flesh. Right? And your sons and your daughters gonna prophesy. Right? These guys over there, they're not prophesizing nothing. What is a fake Jew prophesizing? If they are, they lying, by the way. Con. You want me to keep going out?
Yeah. Verse 15. So we're going to just like skip a couple. We have 15.
Con, you want me to jump down to 15? Con, I got you.
Yeah.
And the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah, for the children of Israel has his companion, and take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel and his companions.
All right. Keep going. It go to sum it up right here, like further down.
And can I add right there on that precept? That's for all you people who talk about the 12 tribe chart.
Yeah. Right. I was going to stand on that, but I wanted to keep it on topic. Yeah, that's a cut for them right there.
Yeah, that's a cut for you right there. We ain't gonna elaborate on it because that's not what the lesson is about. But that proves that we should have a chart that's showing who the 12 tribes of Israel are, who the nation of Israel are. And of course, that makes sense when we scatter to the four corners of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I could go off on a tangent on that, but we're gonna leave that alone and stay on topic. Let me keep going out.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and join them one to another into one stick, that they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by this? Straight cuts, man.
Straight cut right there.
Yes. Say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim,
mm-hmm.
and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand.
That meaning like, all the children of Israel and, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and the other tribes, we're going to basically come together, Now, when you ask a fake Jew, what tribe is he from? What do they usually say? They usually say,
Ashkenazi.
Yeah.
They say Salaki. They say Judah.
Yeah, I'm from the tribe of Judah. That's be their main thing. Like, but where's the other tribes at? But so they can't never substantiate any proof of these tribes all coming together as one in 1945, 1948, whatever time they want to bring up when when Israel got created. where all these the children of Israel prior to them coming to Israel, it came together. You know, the northern and the southern kingdom, right?
Right. Absolutely. But this Ezekiel chapter 37, this valley of dry bones, it absolutely proves that the Israelites was going to lose their identity,
Time,
that they would be
time.
in a foreign land, and that they would be spiritually dead and in hell in a lower
Mm-hmm.
state, and that they would need the men of that nation to rise up, who the Most High rear up, to prophesy to them and tell them who they are. And this is saying that we would know who we are. We would know what tribes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a cut.
Plus these Jewish people, they tell you all the time, well, we could trace everything back 2,000 years. They always say that we could trace ourselves back to 2,000 years, what this or that. And like the brother said, they always claim they're either Judah or they're Levi. And then when we asked time, he's like, well, we don't know where the rest of the other tribes. So how you in the land?
Yeah, excellent. Exactly. When the Bible, when your prophets, part of the Tanakh, Ezekiel says that you were going to know who you were. Right? And I got another precept too. I got one more precept. This is Baruch chapter 2. So like it, Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30. So this is the book of Baruch chapter 2 verse 30. And it reads, it says, for I know that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves.
Why are they in captivity? Why are they in the land?
Mm-hmm.
This says in the land of their captivities, they will remember who they are.
Why they got missiles bombing people?
I got a precept. I got a precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 17. At that time, they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, and the name of the Lord to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil hearts. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your father.
Salakia, that said that they would both be together, holding hands. Stop it. Where's the northern kingdom at? Israeli?
Israeli, yeah. Where's that? It's sure it's not those Ethiopians.
But in this precept right here, it has something that prove also that's a cut for them too. Like it says, neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil hearts. Now, like I said, man, in Israel, man, they got a huge gay population in Israel. You know what I mean? And they have they not living by the law, statute, commandments of the scripture. You understand? So that right there, they living by the wickedness and the evil of their hearts. You understand? So there's a clear cut that these ain't the real Israelites. Also, just from that alone, right there, just for just seeing how it's no peace in the land right now. Matter of fact, let me bring this out. Yo. Let me bring out Isaiah 60. You see Isaiah 60, and I believe I think is let me hold on one second. I think it's 14. That sounds awful. Afflicted, he shall come bending over thee, and shall keep thee satisfied. And the people shall be righteous, and we shall inherit the land, and the branch of my plant glorified.
Hey, I got a precept while you are doing that, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like the brother was saying that they got a big gay population over there. They got what they call the pink parade, man. That's an abomination.
Where's that in the prophecies?
Yeah, where's that in the scriptures?
Can anyone show me when the Lord set up Sodom and Gomorrah for the nation of Israel, please?
Exactly.
Come on, man.
When has the Most High ever been cool with sodomy?
That's
Right.
right.
I didn't even know it was called the Pink Parade.
Yeah, it's the Pink Parade. Let me read this precept. This is in your law, Israeli, Yehudi. This is in
It's
your
our
law.
law.
Let me read.
This is
Yeah,
our law.
your so-called law. This is our law, actually. So yeah, absolutely, Karatazar. This is our law. So let me read you something from our law, you imposter.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
This is Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's righteous to kill a homosexual, and the Most High don't require that blood. That's a righteous killing.
Come.
I got that precept I wanted to bring out. It's Isaiah 60, and I'm going to start at 16. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I'm the Lord, and am the Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stone iron, and I'll also make thy officers peace, and thy extractors extractors righteous, Slakia. Violence shall be no more heard in thy land, wasting nor
Say what?
destruction with thy borders. Violence shall be no more.
Violence shall be no more. See, that's a cut, man. Y'all, it's over there. Y'all got nothing but war going on, man. Hold on, man.
Mm-hmm.
You go ahead and take it, man. I got a video I want to show.
Yeah, man. I was just about to say that. Pull up a video, and then we'll elaborate a little bit more on this precept. Because this right here is just showing when the children of Israel, is in that land, it should be no more. It should be no more violence. It should be peace. It should be peace, no destruction within the borders.
I got
and everybody should call that wall the wall salvation and thy gates praise. Not everybody's saying that.
Hell
I
no.
got pre-positive to yours too, Hananiah.
Kind of.
If you want to bring the video out first, I'll wait.
I think he got to look for it real quick. Yeah, bring it up, man.
Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 2, and I'm going to start verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow onto it.
All nations shall flow onto it.
Right.
So they will have to substantiate that with what's going on in that fake land of Israel right now with them hooking with bastards, that all nations is flowing onto them.
Right.
As far as I see in the news, a lot of people is rising up against them right now.
Right.
Which shouldn't be happening if they the true God's chosen people. But obviously they're not. So these things, these prophecies is not lining up with what's going on in reality and what's going on in the news today with these fake imposters. So yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, they're imposters, man. They stole our heritage, man, and then they murder us, man. They murder us, man. Of all melanated people across the whole earth, man. All the melanated nations should want to really rise up and destroy Esau,
Which
but
will
they
come.
are, by the way.
All right.
Which will come.
Yeah, and it's gonna be Esau and Esau crime too.
Right.
Because there's other Edomites who hate this set of Babylonian Edomites, aka Americans,
Right.
and fake Jews.
And many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he would teach us of his ways, and we would walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the Lord.
Hold on, Salakia. This said that. Hold on, read that again. Start over. Read that again.
It begins out with 3. And many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh.
So I don't see all nations wanting to go up to the mountain of the Most High, go to the temple, because there ain't no temple there, by the way. Read on.
To the house of the God of Jacob,
right?
and he would teach us of his ways.
And teach us of the whole world trying to learn the ways of the Most High, the ways of the Torah, the laws.
Nope.
That's a cut. That's a cut, Israeli.
That's right. And we will walk in this path, for out of Zion shall go forth the law.
Is the law coming out of? Hold on. Is the law coming out of Tel Aviv?
Now
definitely not.
Hold on. They're not talking about the law. They're reading the Talmud, the Talmud.
Yeah.
However the hell you say it, the Talmud, right? Where they authorize oral circumcisions. What?
But that's right. And the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. But here's the key part in 4 also. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and the spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall learn war anymore.
War anymore. So let's look at this. Is there war going on?
Bring it out.
Palestinians say at least 192 were killed in the coastal enclave in the past 7 days, including 58 children. Over in Israel, 10 are dead, including 2 youngsters. Now, we're about to show the aftermath of one strike on Gaza, which you may well find disturbing. Warplanes striking.
Airstrikes. He just said it. Warplanes.
Yeah, bring out Isaiah from 2 and 4 again real quick. I elaborate so people can get this through their head. That the scriptures is contradicting the news right now. That just shows that these people are not the biblical Jews, Israelites in the Bible. Because if they truly God's chosen people and they are in that land, it should not be any war in that land anymore, and they should be teaching. Basically, everybody should be going to them to try to learn the ways of the Lord, which is not happening. It's the total opposite.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Isaiah, once again, chapter 2, verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many nations, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Right.
Now, tell me if they not learning war anymore while they really clearly at war right now, with the Palestinians, and the Palestinians is against them, It just show and prove, like, if you got ears to hear and eyes to see that, and you could read these scriptures and these precepts, that you could truly put 2 and 2 together and see that these people are not God's chosen people. So what's really going on?
Can I say this too? If we examine what Esau's blessing is, the sword, I mean, these damn people got all types of weaponry and got them planes going over there bombing shit. That seems like an Edomite's blessing and not no blessing from Jacob.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. He got his Iron Dome. I'm gonna play some more of this right here.
In Israel, 10 are dead, including 2 youngsters. Now, we're about to show the aftermath of one strike on Gaza, which you may well find disturbing. Warplanes striking several buildings and roads in Gaza on Sunday, 42 killed there. It was the deadliest single attack since fighting broke out a week ago. Pictures show a bomb crater too, blocking a main road leading to one hospital there. We're about to show you next multiple children having fallen victim to the shelling.
Look at that, they're killing children, man, indiscriminately, man.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Call all y'all about Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Real quick, I'm up.
Breaking up, right?
Yeah, he breaking up.
Get settled. But so Israel, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of fidgety.
Yeah, you kind of breaking up.
Okay. So Israel, I'm still breaking up.
We hear you
You
now, I
good?
guess.
We hear you now.
Hold up.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's get back to the video, and then when the elder come back, man, we'll bring her back in, man.
Con.
But yeah, man, they over there, they killing children indiscriminately, man. That's this devil, man.
Is it gonna show them getting yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
They are children. They are 2, 3, 4 years old. What did they do that made it necessary to kill them? What are the targets the Israelis were after? They targeted their missiles at small children.
Right, Khan. That's this devil, man. Esau, you back, Yacob?
Yeah, can y'all hear me good?
Khan.
Oh, I just want to say real quick, I'm gonna get settled and hop back on. So Israel became a state. The anniversary just passed May 14th, 73 years ago, you know, and it's not a coincidence that they got all these bombings going on. 73 years ago, Israel was established May 14th, and 73 is the 21st prime number, and we're in the year 21, so-called 2021. So these things is just going to keep ramping up, and again, it's all by design, controlled opposition by the Mossad. And through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, we're able to see these things and just report on the news. Hey, the news might as well be the circus, man. That's how they play this thing. Yeah, but I'll say shalom. We'll hop back on later, man. I'm about to get settled.
Shalom.
Yeah, Khan. The elder brought it out, perfectly, man. Like they pretty much doing war crimes against, them Palestinians right now, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's basically a genocide going on out there. But let's finish on with the video real quick.
Khan, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
Warn the people before they attempted to strike any building.
There is, a neighbor who is living next to my house. His wife told him, it is Eid time. So his wife wanted to go to visit her father and her mother. So she went to this building celebrating the Eid. And unfortunately, she is now under the rubble. Instead of celebrating the Eid, she's now under the rubble, and they are still searching for her, by the way.
For a few hours now, this machinery has been attempting to rescue the people deep inside this rubble of this 4-story building in Al-Wahda Street. And as you see here,
that's a 4-story building. They destroyed women and children in it, and they just killing people without any discretion, man. That's the devil. And then the American news media don't even report on it.
No. Hey, can I bring a precept that out real quick?
Because their America is investing billions of dollars in their military, so
right,
Yeah, Khan, we got an article to show how much money these devils been getting too. We're gonna bring that out. Right?
Khan, got precept, Marshall?
Khan, yeah. This precept, but it's in the book of Deuteronomy dealing with the curses on us, but it's also applying also to these wicked people over there, these Israelis. This is Deuteronomy 20, verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Right.
Man. These Ashkenazi, however you want to call them, these fake guys over there, which some of them are Esau anyway. They don't care. They don't show no mercy. They bomb indiscriminately, man. They get all this money from the U.S. and they just terrorize. They're terrorizing the Palestinians, who not supposed to be over there anyway, because that's not their land and they're not the real Palestinians. But we're gonna get into that a little bit later.
Khan. Right. Let me play some more of this video.
Everything in this type, the situation is becoming very miserable and hard and tough, of course.
Families continuing the desperate search for loved ones in the aftermath of the strikes.
Look at this
in
child.
Gaza after hours of scrambling through.
See that?
Mm-mm-mm. Look like the Joker on the other side.
Yeah.
Debris. A little good news. One father was finally reunited with his injured child. The infant survived a strike on a residential building there, where, however, his mother.
That's a war crime, a strike on a residential building. Why is
Yeah.
nobody calling Israel out for this?
Now I just seen Salakia. I seen on a video on a newsreel online where I think the UN is they all coming together to
Yeah, but
basically
America's
charge.
blocking it.
Oh, okay, yeah. To charge them with war
Salakia,
crimes.
yeah. The UN, they want to come together. You know what I'm saying? Because you got countries in the UN like Turkey, and that's Turkey's part of the UN, and saying that nah, man, we got to condemn Israel for these war crimes, man.
But they got that big brother backing them with all their might and everything. So, America is backing Israel, so that's the only reason nothing has been done against Israel.
Right.
I got a precept. All right.
Khan.
Okay.
Khan. Yeah. Let me show. I want to show this, man, because these other nations, man, you know, they coming out, man, in support of the Palestinians, man. Yeah, this is what this is a pro Palestinian protest in Tehran,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Conway, it was one I wanted to show. I gotta
I believe they had one in I believe they had one over here in the US somewhere. I think was it in Chicago? I forgot where it was at, but I think they had a few out here in the US also.
Watch this. This is this one right here. This is in Pakistan.
Now they have a problem with what Israel is doing to the Palestinians, but they burning the American flag. Now, what do that symbolize? Because they know the US is funding them and backing them with this war campaign. You understand, against the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. You understand? So that's why they burning the American flag, but they really against Israel and the US.
You saw this? What they saw with these Ishmaelite women carrying that sign says "Wipe out Israel."
Mm-hmm.
All praises, man. Yeah, wipe out those fake Jews.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I was gonna say, by the way, these people have their history lined up correctly because they know that we're the people and not them, them idiots in Israel.
Right.
They are like the real Jews. But
Just some simple shit.
I got this precept I want to quickly bring out. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem for generation to generation, for I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelleth in Zion.
Right.
So anybody that read these precepts and see, you got to question yourself: is the Lord dwelling with these so-called people that's in Zion right now, when they dropping bombs on innocent children, killing them, doing a war campaign and getting a lot of funding from the United States, and not being held accountable with these war crimes and these war campaigns that's going on? We're killing these innocent, so-called innocent people against a certain land that's not neither one of theirs. So then you got to answer that question for yourself.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I mean, they don't line up with any of the prophecies, man. I mean, and that should be the most important thing, that they should have to line up with the prophecies that's laid out in the Torah and the Tanakh, which they don't line up with any of them. They're in their land. They're imposters. And actually, the scriptures condemn them. I'm gonna bring that out in a minute, but I'm gonna get back to play a little bit more of what's going on in Pakistan. How they backing the Palestinians, man. You know, and Lord willing, man, you know, you got a country like Iran. Iran's out there. They had a protest in Tehran. Now, once Iran get involved, we know what time it is, man.
Yeah, because that's on they hold nuclear capabilities. You know.
Yeah, they want to wipe Israel off the map. They call Israel a stinking carcass, man. Right?
Wipe out. You see that, right?
Come. All praises.
All praises.
Wipe them out, man.
Wipe them out. They got them.
Wipe y'all out too. Y'all ain't supposed to be there neither. I don't have no mercy on no heathen, man. You know?
Con. Yeah, man. But I'm in full support of these heathens wiping out the worst of the heathen, man. And see, and you know what? It's actually prophecy, man. Hey, somebody get Numbers chapter 24 for me.
Con.
Number 24 and 18.
All right. All right. This book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 18.
Con.
Edom shall be a possession. Seir shall be a possession.
Right. The Edomites, y'all gonna be a possession of the Israelites in the kingdom. All praise to the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah for that. Read on.
Okay, and Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly.
Mm-hmm.
Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city.
That's right. Read on.
And when he looked at Amalek, he took up this parable and said.
So when he looked at Amalek, that's the chief house of Esau, the dukes of Amalek, who are the modern day Khazarian, hook-nosed, pale-faced, fake Jews who currently reside in our land. Right?
Right.
Read on.
And when he looked up on Amalek, he took up this parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be.
Right. It says that Amalek was the first of the nations. That's prophecy because they kind of are, because they got the most money.
That's right.
You know? Right?
Yeah. But his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
His latter end be that he gonna perish forever. So yes, Amalek, that lines up perfectly with Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 18.
That's right.
Right?
I got
you all gonna get wiped out forever.
Just to show that these people are Edomites, right? This is Ezekiel 36. I'll go and start at 5. Therefore, thus say the Lord God, surely in the fury of my jealousy I have spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into the possession with all the joy.
Hold on, Salak.
Hold
on, Salak. Read that again from the top. Watch this. Read that again from the top.
This is Jeremiah chapter 36 and 5. Therefore, thus say the Lord God, surely the fire of my jealousy have I spoken.
So in the fire of the Most High's jealousy, what is he jealous over? In history, and when you read the Bible, the Most High is jealous over his people and his land.
Time.
Right. Read on.
Have I spoken against the residue of the heathen?
So he spoke against all that's remaining of the heathen. All y'all heathens. By the way, read on.
And against all Idumea.
And against all Idumea specifically. Why? Because Esau is the end of the world. That's 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 9. Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning that followeth. Right? Read on.
Which have appointed my land into their possession.
Which have appointed my land into their possession. So that's a cut right there to show the Israelites was not going to be in possession of their land.
Can I add something real quick before you move on out? Because a lot of people are going to be thrown off when they hear that word Idumea, and they're going to be like, "Well, who's Idumea?" Idumea is a Greek word for saying Edom.
That's it.
So that's it. Edom is Greeks are Idumeans. The Romans are Idumeans, which goes back to Edom.
Absolutely.
That was it.
Absolutely. And if y'all got time, whoever's listening, man, you can go get a book. I think it's
the
called
Edomite.
the Roman Empire, the Edomite Empire of Rome, or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? That proves, man, that the ancient Romans, man, they knew that they went back to the ancient Edomites. And it's proved the way they built their structures. They built it just like Esau when he was dwelling in the cave in Mount Seir.
Right.
It's the exact same. It's the exact same, man. Right? You finished reading that verse up?
Let me finish. It got a little bit more meat on that. It says, with the joy of all their hearts. Now, everybody know, that these especially them fake Jews, they got a lot of pride, man. They adorn themselves that, oh, we are God's chosen people. They have a lot of pride within who they assume that they are. So even over here in the United States, especially over here in the United States, they come when you go in the neighborhoods. I don't know if any, I don't know, Azariah, you've been in a primarily Jewish neighborhood or encounter them. They're real snobby, real arrogant people. You understand? So that right there, with all the joy in their heart, meaning like, oh yeah, well, this is our land. You can hear it on the news all the time how they so prideful of saying that Israel is our land. God gave this to us as an inheritance, but really that's not the case. Really, y'all got that land by fulfilling this prophecy right here. Basically, what we just bringing out, that you are the Idumeans and y'all are the residue of the heathens that is occupying the land of Israel just for a time, a short period of time until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled, man.
That's right. Yeah, because that's what our Lord prophesies, man. That's what He said. Right? It's for all you Christians out here, because we know you fake Jews. We know y'all don't believe in the Messiah. Y'all don't believe on the Messiah, so y'all damned anyway. But besides just being a damnation and an abomination and a vile man of the earth, a base man, right? Y'all came out of the caves, man, where y'all used to eat your own body lice, right? Remember, man, we've been civilized, Esau. Go ahead, Doc.
Let me further expound on proving that these people are not the Israelites. Well, basically, they come from Japheth, right? Yes, somebody could bring out Genesis 10:3. Matter of fact, you can start at 2. It's work, all the way down and stuff. Because when you ask a Jew, a lot of times when you say the Ashkenazi, the Ashkenaz, so when you hear any Jew imposter say, oh yeah, why am I Ashkenaz or Ashkenaz, whatever way they want to say it, this is what show and prove that they are not really Jews, that they come from Japheth, right? Genesis 10:1. Oh, Genesis 10:2.
I got it. This the book of Genesis. Yeah, I got it. This the book of Genesis, chapter 10, and I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, the sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshach, Tyrus, and the sons of Gomer.
The sons of Gomer. Ashkenazi. You know what I mean? Whatever way you want to pronounce it, Ashkenaz. Those people come from Japheth. So if they could trace their lineage back to Ashkenazi, that meaning that you come from a totally different lineage than the Shemitic people, right? Because
Yeah,
we come
yeah.
from Japheth, not Shem.
They're calling themselves Japhetic.
Yeah,
They're not
exactly.
Shemitic. You're not saying you're Shemitic. You're saying you're Japhetic.
Con. I got this. Genesis 9:27. God shall enlarge Japheth and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem. Right. So this is a prophecy showing that Japheth is going to dwell where the land of Shem, where the tents of Shem, where we supposed to be residing at, which is our land. This is saying that Japheth is going to be there, and that totally lines up with these Ashkenazi. They're saying that they the Jews, but they come from Japheth and they occupying Israel right now, which is the land of Shem, which the tent of Shem. So that's a further proof that these people are not the Israelites, that they come from Japheth.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, yo,
Absolutely, man.
You got that to show how much funding that they get, Israel we getting yearly?
Yeah,
from the United States.
Yeah, I
Now,
got it out.
and then we're gonna line that up with Revelation, man. Because the Israelites, as it stands, we should be impoverished right now. We shouldn't be having billions and billions of dollars of funding, but we should be reparation. But of course, when these heathens are at war with anybody, they definitely not going to fund them. So that's why when people want to be wondering why we ain't getting reparations, you gotta ask yourself, why is that? And the answer is because they still at war with you. They still at war with us. So of course they're not going to fund us because they're at war with us. They only give reparations with people after the war is over and to reconcile and to heal things amongst the nation who they went to war with. But if they still at war with you, they are not going to give you any reparations. So that should give you confirmation that you're still at war with these damn heathens, yo. Especially so-called white men.
You say you want Revelations 2 and 9?
Yeah, Revelations 2:9. Yeah, and then we're gonna show how much funding that these the land of Israel we get yearly basis, and line it up with Revelations 2:9.
Hey, this is the book of Revelations.
Oh, Salak, go ahead.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 9. It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
And poverty. You hear that? And poverty. The Israelites supposed to be in poverty right now. Go ahead.
Right? In poverty, but thou art rich.
Yes, we are rich because we the only ones that was given, given the gift of this truth, man. We the only ones to be able to understand these precepts and break it down. We the only people we God's chosen people. That's where we rich at. Go ahead.
Right. Can I bring out one quick precept just to back up what you said out?
Go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, what advantage have the Jew, or what profit is there of circumcision? Much every way, chiefly because unto them were committed the oracles of Yahweh.
Yeah, we was given the oracles. We was given the oracles. No other nation was given the oracles. That's why we really rich, because we rich in spirit, yo. You understand? But we supposed to be impoverished at the same time, until Yahweh shall return, man, and take us up out of the lands of our enemies and put us back in that land. Not in 1948 under the Jewish mandate, whatever you want to call it, and they placing them fake Jews over there that didn't come from the land of the north, and they can't even really prove that the northern and the southern kingdom, where they came from, they was there together and put in that land. And where's Yahweh Shai at that point? Where is he in 1948 to establish Israel at that time? It's nowhere to be found.
See? So, and this is spiritual too, man. Because remember, their progenitor Esau, he sold his birthright, man, and part of his birthright is the land, right? That's part of his inheritance, man. That was part of the promise from Abraham, Isaac through Jacob, right? Was the land. eventually the land that flowed with milk and honey, the land that the Canaanites possessed, the land of Israel, man. So Esau, man, he sought his blessing with tears, man. But what does the Bible say? It says that he was rejected, right? So because he was rejected, man, and the Most High, he did get a blessing of the sword, he figured, well, I'll just take the land.
Right. And the other thing, if I can say something, that the land is named after a person. Whoever it has is the descendant of that man. The land of Israel is named after our forefather Israel.
That's right. That's right.
And the Israelites, the sons of Israel, inhabited the land. But they call themselves Israelis.
Right.
They don't call themselves Israelites because they know they're not Israelites.
That's right.
But I got I'd like to bring out this book of Exodus. I want to make sure 17 and verse 14. And Yahweh said unto Moses, write this for memorial in the book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And I'm going to jump down to 16. For he said, because the Lord Yahweh has sworn that that Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
Right. Have war with Amalek from generation to generation, man. Because again, he was the most wicked of the Edomite nation. He's the chief tribe. He's their chief tribe, man. Just like Israel has its head tribe, the tribe of Judah, so does Esau. You know? And isn't it amazing how the fake Jew over here in America is always up in the Judites, man, controlling them through the music.
Yeah.
Ain't that a coincidence, man? How all these wigger white boys out here, man. Right? And again, the fake Jew, he control all of your favorite rappers, man. They nothing but puppets, man. You should stop listening to these guys, man. For real, for real. You know? Now look, man, when you come into the truth, man, and you listen to stuff in context and you understand what's going on, there's nothing wrong with that, man. But this music, man, been out here influencing a generation of our people, man, to be knuckleheads, man. They're not worried about the Most High Yahweh and keeping his commandments. You worried about chasing a bag, sleeping with your homeboy's wife, and they glorifying it in a rap song like it's okay. When the Most High said that you worthy of death if you commit adultery with another man's wife. Both of y'all. Right? So you don't know, man, what these guys telling you, man. They leading you into destruction. But let's get back on topic. You want me to continue Revelations 2 and 9?
Hey, do you got that that link that show how much funding that Israel get? You got, pull that out real quick. That also, and then Revelations 2 and 9. Just to show, like, you know, we should be first. They ain't even supposed to be in the land, but this is showing how much funding Israel get on a yearly basis. You know, not only for war, for funding for, you know, military weaponry and all this stuff, you know, but just basically overall how much money that they get, where all that money is going, and does that line up scripturally with with the so-called Jews, you know, that's in that land right now.
Right. This says through the fiscal year 2020, the United States has provided Israel with $146 billion in military, economic, and missile defense funding.
See, now, come on, 146 billion for military funding, you know, and weapons, which they using right now against them, you know, them Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, you know, against them war, but they doing war crimes against, you know, civilians. They don't care. They killing them indiscriminately. You know, they don't really care who's they bombing over there, you know, but they getting funding from the United States by the billions. And this is a yearly thing. So Revelations 2 and 9 clearly says that the Israelites, we're going to be impoverished. We're going to be in poverty. So How can this line up where they getting billions and billions of dollars on a yearly basis for the military, and what other resources they could get, you know, to build them up and keep to keep Israel moving the way how it's moving, when the Bible clearly says otherwise, that the Israelites was going to be in poverty.
Look at this,
right?
Salakia. Now look at this chart, right? The Israelites, according to prophecies laid out in the Bible that we just went through, that there's not supposed to be any war, so there should be no need for military funding, right? So top foreign military financing recipients since the physical year, since 2001. Israel got 52%. They got more combined than all these other nations combined.
God, they got the Iron Dome. They got hundreds of missile asylums, all these things to keep, well, so-called keep them and the fake Jews protected over there. But at the same time, they still catching casualties also. But it should be peace in the land. It shouldn't be no weapons. It shouldn't be no war against anybody. It shouldn't be no nation rising against any nation. But this is fulfilling a particular prophecy. But they not fulfilling prophecy about being in the land and saying that they the real Jews. They fulfilling prophecy of Revelations 13 and 9. You know?
Yeah. Come. Right. So this Revelations 2 and 9 again. It says, I know thy works and thy tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. So again, these people are supposed to be in poverty, man, the true Israelites. And it says, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
And Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. You know, he that killeth with the sword. What they doing right now in Israel, they killing with the sword, man. You know, even though they killing them Palestinians, which I truly care less about, but still they still killing with the sword, and they've been doing that not only with God's chosen people, but with all nations on the planet Earth. All nations could agree to this, that Esau always, wherever they go, always shed blood, bring war, death, and destruction. They know this. We know this. So if you kill with the sword, you must be killed with the sword, man.
That's right.
You know?
Right. I got a precept.
Go
ahead.
This is Genesis 27. I'm going to start at verse 34. And it says, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceedingly bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father, crying as Esau, right? And he said, thy brother came with subtlety and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? Right? He was rightly named Jacob because Jacob means supplanter. For he have supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he taketh away my blessing. And he said, have thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou not but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven. Khan. Right?
The fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven.
Right? And by the sword thou shalt live.
By the sword. You hear that? By the sword they're gonna live, man. You know? Shedding innocent blood, man. But blood is gonna pursue them, man. Pursue them, man. Until it destroys it. You know?
See? Esau, and he's in the spirit of Cain, man. Remember when Cain killed Abel, man, and he shed his blood. What did the Most High say, man? The Most High said that your brother's blood is crying from the ground, man.
Oh, I got two precepts. Oh, since you brought that out,
That's that bloody man.
right. This is I got Habakkuk 2 verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity.
Right. Right. You establish your town, your kingdom on blood, man. And you're not supposed to do that.
Right. And they over there, the Palestinians, that's just like Hananiah said, we really don't care about them over there, but these people have been living, go there, you taking the land, you killing the people, so you can just go in and take that land, which doesn't even belong to either.
Right. See, you fake Jews, you Israelis, y'all occupying force, man. And it's like most people don't even understand that before the fake Jews got over there in 1948, that the Arabs, the so-called Palestinians, they was dwelling in that land. That's why they tight. That's right. They're like, hold on, man. Who is these? What is this? What is the white man, the devil, doing coming over here? He's not the person of the book. See, if we would have went over there, they wouldn't have had no problem with it.
None.
None. They'd have been like, oh, they're back.
That's what I said earlier. You know, these people. You ask them now. You go to
tell
the
Habakkuk was really quoting Numbers 35 verse 33.
Khan. What was you saying, Karadazar?
Yeah, so you go to their little stores, you know, I don't give a shit. Say, you know, oh, Slacky. You hear me, Marshall? Oh, it's glitching a little bit.
Marshall.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna bring.
Yeah, go ahead, bring your precept.
This is Numbers 35 verse 30. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed, but by the blood of him that sheddeth.
Yeah, so, except by the blood of him who shed it. Right.
Hey, yo, this should be a confirmation. Oh, Salakia. Well, what I was saying, this should be a confirmation for Jake out here, man, because you know Jake is so quick to lift up his hand against, you know, for war against his own brothers. You understand? And that's a big problem out here, yo. You know, it's like Jake really. The funny thing with you know us out here, man, they don't really understand what war like. They never really been in a real war type scenario, man, where it's real crazy bloodshed. Well, of course we got Chicago and stuff like that, but going to war with so-called white man, you know, that's a different type of war, man. You understand? But you know, Jake, man, it just seems like we have an evil eye against each other to the point where, you know, it's getting out of hand. And a lot of these religious organizations, a lot of these people that be against us, they gotta ask this one serious question. When we bringing out, you know, that we should love our brothers like we love ourselves, man. You know what I mean? Thou shalt not kill. All these things, you know, if we teaching our brothers to love each other and our sisters to love each other, and we supposed to all work with each other and stop hating and killing each other. What is wrong with that? Because if the majority of us start practicing those two those two commandments, it will greatly reduce the black on black crime, the black on black violence amongst our people all over the United States, man. But you know, a lot of people don't want that message to get heard, man. You know, and of course, when we teach that, of course, we're going to get some fire, you know, some pushback, because that's getting our people on the order, and they like having us destroyed, because that's where the bulk of the funding comes from, where all these corporations is out of our destruction, man. You know, from the prison industrial complex to the hair beauty salon, the weave, to the corner stores, the selling us poison, the liquor stores. Once we start working and getting ourselves in the order, you know, they're going to lose a lot of money. So they get a lot of funding in this.
Right, absolutely.
It's got a good point there. Plus, the more they keep us going off, the longer they stay in power.
And that's the main thing. they want to, they want to stay in power. But I agree absolutely with the brother Hananiah, that they call us identity extremists and, racist and a hate group, right? But how is it hateful to tell our people to love each other, our brothers to love each other and stop killing each other? For us to, not create single parent households, man. Take care of your woman, love her, take care of your children. We want our women to dress modestly and stop being prostitutes and whores. Get off the damn poles. But that's being evil, right? Masha, get Isaiah 5:20. The devil, man. They say we wicked, man. But the Bible says something else, man. The Bible said, woe unto you people, man, who talk like that. Esau.
That's right.
You calling the children of the Most High, the apple of the Most High's eye. You calling us identity extremists and a hate group.
Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil.
Right.
That put dark for light and light for darkness.
Right.
That
Absolutely.
And sweet for bitter.
That's right, man. That's what they do, man. They say you doing good. We doing good. They say that we evil, man. They saying the light that we bringing out. You know what I'm saying? That Yahweh Shah told us not to hide. That Ecclesiastes chapter 8 told us to shine. Most High want us to shine. They saying that we bringing darkness.
When we the light.
Hate. But we're the light, man.
That's right.
Right. And this word that flow out of us, man, is that living water.
And Jake ain't really no real gangster, man. The real gangster is the so-called white man, yo. You know what I mean? He's the real American gangster right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got all the power, he got all the weapons. Jake, like the gun violence is getting out of hand, bro. Going to war with each other doesn't make any sense, man. When the real war is supposed to be us, right, against everybody else, because it is against us against the world right now. You understand? Every nation hates. You understand? But Jake don't see that, because that's that was a part of the curses. But of course, now we can reverse these curses, man, and get into order, man. But brother Azariah said, man, the music, the social engineer got a lot of our brothers and sisters out here hating and wanting to have an evil eye towards each other and killing each other, man. Shooting each other down. But right when a police officer kill an unarmed black man, where all the gangsters at? You know what I mean? Where all these dudes who ready to pick up a gun and against another brother, you know what I mean? Where they at when the Klan do a Klan rally down your neighborhood, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get that type of logic. When y'all want justice and y'all want to put a police officer behind bars, or a white man that killed the unarmed black man some sort of way, George Zimmerman, there's no way George Zimmerman should be alive right now. Hey, listen, I'm just saying, from all these gangsters and all these killings that be going on amongst our people, ain't no way George Zimmerman should be walking around. The woman who accused Emmett Till, she's still alive, bro. You know what I'm saying? The lady who accused Emmett Till is still alive up to this day, bro. You know what I'm saying? She was living throughout all this time, safely living out her life, when we out here destroying each other. That don't make any sense, man.
Right. When she was complicit with the murder of Emmett Till, and she admitted that she lied about it.
Exactly.
That's the devil, man. See, and that's what devil means. Devil means deceiver.
Deceiver, man. Tupac said it the best, man. You're like, yo, man, basically, I won't paraphrase it. He said, like, I can't be worried about the white man when, the black man is doing all the killing here. You understand? We doing all the killing. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the killing over here, our communities is coming from a brother that look like me, bro. You understand? And that's a problem, because the white man is using these dudes without them even understanding that they programmed basically to be the destruction in our neighborhood, and we reversing that, just like we supposed to. We reversing it and changing the minds of our people to get in order and go to war against the real enemy, and it's a spiritual war, man, instead of a carnal.
Con.
You know?
And that's what our dear beloved brother Ezekiel was talking about, man. Waking up that valley of dry bones, man. Hey, Marshall, get Ezekiel 37:10. This is what we trying to do right now, man. This is what the work that the Most High and hey, Karatazar. Hey, can you get a precept for me too? Barbecue Shaw. I need Daniel 12:10.
Black on black crime getting out of hand, bro. You know, it's been out of hand for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been out of hand, man. And our people, man, we needed to get it together, man. Right? Romans 13:11, man. It's high time for our people, man, to wake out of sleep, man. Right? So read those precepts. Read that Ezekiel 37 first.
This is 37 verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me.
Right.
And the breath came into them.
Right. So the breath he prophesies, as we prophesize out here, as the Most High Yahweh power has commanded us to do. Right. In Ezekiel 9, to put a mark on the foreheads, man, to go out and cry and sigh. Right. Read on.
And the breath came into them, and they
lived. And then the breath, Salakia, then the breath came into them. That's the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? That's that same breath of life that he breathed in Adam. Right?
Right.
Read on.
And stood up upon their feet an exceeding army.
What?
An exceeding
army. An exceedingly great army. That's what the Most High is rearing up right now. An exceedingly great army, man. Now get Daniel 12:10.
This is Daniel's 12 verse 10. It says, many shall be purified and made white.
Right. Many shall be purified and made white. They're going to become pure, man, through that same prophesizing that's going on in Ezekiel 37. That's going to make you pure. That's how you're going to be presented to the Most High as a chaste virgin. Right? Who those men who escaped the shadow of the world. Right? Read on.
It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly.
And many shall be made white and tried, right? Tried. What does it say in Acts 14:22? Right? It says, through much tribulation, we're going to enter into the kingdom. Go ahead, Karatazar.
Says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly.
Right. And the wicked, Esau, the devil, the border of wickedness, according to Malachi chapter 1, verse 3. Right? You the border of wickedness, man. So you're going to continue to do wickedly. Read on.
It says, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
Right. See, none of the wicked going to understand that the Most High has ran up an exceedingly great army of the elect. Right? So the wicked, y'all not going to understand that, you know? And that goes for the wicked amongst our people too. Because what it tells us in Amos 9:10, right? He said the wicked of my people are going to die by the sword. Right? Exactly, man.
Right.
You see? His sword just not prepared for the heathen. It's prepared for those Jake who don't want to get in line, man. Right? Yahweh said that his sword is bathed in heaven. Man, better get it together, man.
And a lot of Jake that's in the truth right now, man. You gotta be more on point, because you're gonna be held at a higher standard than a Jake that's not even in the truth, man. You understand? So it's like, that being said, you gotta tighten up, man. Whatever you slacking up on, you gotta evaluate yourself, man, to see where you slacking off at, man, and tighten up until the Most High is gonna chastise the ones that He loves, man. And if you're in the truth, man, and you slacking off, man, you gotta reevaluate yourself and get yourself in order, because the Most High ain't playing right now, man. You know what I mean? He's really putting in work Whereas, and he gonna start with his people first, man. You know, so they gotta be more aware. That's in the truth. Gotta be more aware than the average brothers and sisters out here that they lost, man. A lot of them, probably won't never even get the true understanding. It's a blessing to get this knowledge, man. So if you taking it and not doing anything with it, or allowing it to convert you and change you into a different person, and you keeping on that old man, destruction is going to come at your doorstep, man, quicker than you think, man. So hey, man, it's how you move with it, man, and what you're supposed to do is truth, yo.
I got a precept to that Daniels that he just brought out. This is Jude 1 and 10. But these spake evil of those things which they know not, but what they know naturally as brute beasts, when those corrupt themselves.
Right. These brute beasts out here, man. That's what a lot of our people, man, they out here as brute beasts, man. These guys, man, that done crept in unaware, man. They done turned the grace of our Heavenly Father, the Most High Yahweh, into lasciviousness, man, into filthiness, man. Right?
Right.
And this word of the Most High, man, is pure. So that's what it's about, man. It's about getting in line. You can go ahead and finish that precept too, Masha.
Okay, come. Verse 11. Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain, and ran greedily after the error of Balaam, for reward, and perished in the gain of Kor.
It said go in the way of pain.
Right.
Did it say go in the way of pain?
Masha?
Did you get that last part?
No, go back to where you just said it. I recall you said they go in the way of pain.
What was that?
Read that last verse again.
I don't know what's going on.
Khan.
Where he at?
Yes, Masha?
Where he was at? Where he was reading?
He was reading in Jude, the book of Jude. He started at verse 10.
God, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Khan.
Yeah.
Hey, can you read that last verse again, Masha?
Okay, this is Jude 1 and 11. Woe to them, for they have gone in the way of Cain, and ran greedily after the error of Balaam, for reward, perished in the gainsaying of Kor. You going?
That's right.
Yes, right. I did have a point, but I'm going to say
going after the way of Cain.
Okay, Cain. I thought you said pain.
No.
The way of Cain. And Cain killed Abel, man, his brother. He had no pity or remorse against it. He asked him, like, am I my brother's keeper, man? So a lot of dick out here, man, they killing without no remorse towards their brother, but they won't do that to no white man in their neighborhood, man. They won't do that to no Arab. They have that corner store. Jake opened up a corner store the first. They be ready to rob and pillage him, but these Arabs and Asians, they have these storefronts all throughout the hoods, man, and they don't be getting touched like that, man. Actually, they be gunning down our people, man. And nothing be done, man. So it's like they just be wanting justice, and they don't really get any justice, man. They feel as though since the guy who killed George Floyd, that police officer that killed George Floyd, that is some type of justice. But who knows what's up with that? Last time I heard, he's getting an appeal, man, because one of the jurors, something about the juror, man. So who knows what come out?
Yeah, he lied. The juror lied. The juror lied on his questionnaire, man. So they're looking to appeal the ruling and get a retrial, man. But that's what it's about, man. But like the brother Hananiah was saying, man, I got one more precept, man, and then our elder Yakaba is on, so we're gonna pass it to him, see what he want to bring out. But Masha, can you get First Peter chapter 4, verse 7?
Come.
Right. And this for Jake, man, because we gotta get on Jake, man, to get up off the couch, man. Get up off the couch and stop not wanting to put in no work, man. All you wanna do is scoff and try to tell us what to do, what we should be doing. You shouldn't be wearing a hat. Hold the camera steady. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Get a life, bro. Get the Cheetos off your fingertips and off your t-shirt. You sitting up here talking nonsense, but all you do is sit at home. You ain't put in no work. Right? It says, tell us in the book of James that we're gonna survive by not only our faith, but also our works. You show me your faith, I'm gonna show you my work and my faith. All right. So this for y'all. This for y'all sitting at home. Go ahead and read that.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. But the end of
verse 17, Salakia.
What was that? Psalm 17?
Verse 17. Mm-hmm.
You said Psalms?
No. 1 Peter 4, verse 17.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17.
For
the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God.
That judgment begin at the house of God. The house of God is the nation of Israel. All right.
And if
so you sit around. Go ahead,
sorry. And if it first begins at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of power?
What shall be the end of them which obey not the gospel? They don't want to keep these laws. They're gonna inherit the lake of fire. That's why Yahushua, he said that John the Baptist said Yahushua gonna baptize you with water and fire.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Because if you don't want to get that living water that he bringing you, then you're gonna learn it by getting the fire, getting the flame. Mm-hmm. That's how he gonna plead with you.
God.
With correction.
Scarcely. Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of power commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing as into a faithful creator.
Right. Yeah, keep their souls in well-doing. How you keep well-doing your soul? By keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, by showing your love for the Most High Yahweh. Right? Mm-hmm. And what did his son say in St. John 14 and 15? He said, if you love me, you keep my commandments. That's all I got. I'm gonna pass it off to the elder. I mean, Brother Hananiah, unless you got something else for me.
No, I'm concluded, man. Finish what I was saying.
You bros in?
Yeah, we here.
Yeah, so like the brother, I wanted to land back off what the brother Hananiah had just said when I stepped in about how Jake will be so quick to kill one another, but have no issue with the heathen being round about him. Hey, Azariah, do me a favor, bro, and put on your webcam or share your screen, bro. Look up Destiny Harrison, Baltimore.
Destiny Harrison?
Yep.
Got you.
I'll show you an example of that. This happened recently in Baltimore a couple years ago. It's a young sister. She got her business out the mud. You know, she went to school. She did everything the legal correct way. She opened up a beauty store. And the sisters that were from her neighborhood, because she put the store in the hood, that was her first mistake. But they hated on her, man. And they fatally shot her to death over some hair weave, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Can y'all see this?
Con.
But we already know they don't run up in Moab and shoot over them bundles. But They hate on our people. They hate on their own kind. Because these curses are so heavy on Jake. I being evil, not only towards your brother, but from sister to sister. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this young sister, man, she got murdered over jealousy. And they stole thousands of dollars worth of hair. But then them same raggedy black women will spend their money with Moab and it's no problem. But we can't break bread amongst one another, yo. And it just made me think of that. Because it was such a sad, tragic story when we was first hearing about it years ago. It's like, damn, we can't even support each other in any kind of fashion. You know?
Yeah,
But have no issue with the heathen, bro. And it's clear as day that we're the Israelites the Bible speaks of. There's nothing that nobody can say. That's why they want to censor us left and right. All they can do is try to censor us. The famine of the world, we know it's coming.
That's right.
But this horse has left the stable.
right.
This horse is gonna win this horse is gonna win the Triple Crown, man. It's not it ain't going back.
You know what? You bring that out. It reminds me of what told me a while ago when I was a younger youth. It's just like our people are like that abominable food they love here in Baltimore, crabs. When you steal them, right, they're alive. And as one crab is almost making it to the top, the other crabs grab it and pull it back in because he's going to escape. So, like, if I can't get out, you can't get out. You know?
Yeah.
And it's the same with our people, with that being jealous towards one another. They don't want to see you, if you're doing the right thing, trying to do the right thing, you establish yourself and you about to do a little better for yourself. That evil eye takes it grabs hold. And if you have my people guys curses, who is it? You know?
I know.
Yeah. Who is it, man?
That story right there that you brought out, King, that remind me of that story in the 90s about that young black girl who that Asian in the Asian store, she shot her right in the head for stealing some orange juice or something like that, bro. You know, and the lady, the Asian lady, she only got like what 5 months or 6 months probation or something like that. She didn't even do any jail time, huh? Over that, shooting a young sister in the head for some orange juice, man. It happened in somewhere in LA somewhere. It was like in the early 90s. I forgot the girl's name. You know, slack you on that. But that reminds me of that. And it's like, yo, Jake be quick to kill each other, but they be killing us, bro. You know, I don't like Jake need to start understanding. We brought out earlier to show that these people that's in Israel is not the real Jews. So who are the real Jews? And we showing clearly, like, we could bring out precept after precept to show all the curses that the Jews are going to be under. And it shows emphatically without a doubt that we are the Israelites. So, I mean, what more do you need? And these things that we bringing out and the laws that we bringing out clearly could help us in our community, but a lot of people still want to be up, be up against it. That doesn't make any sense, but it lines up with the curses also. So,
can I read a precept real quick, brothers, if y'all don't mind?
Man, check the time.
Hey, this is the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 25. It says, "For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, lest you should be wise in your own conceit, that blindness in part is happened to Israel, until the fullness of the Gentiles is come in." So, you know, our people, and we impart blindness, man. You know, until that time of the Gentiles is fulfilled, man. A lot of our people, man, Jake just not gonna get it, man. They're not gonna consider these things. You know, that just is what it is, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm glad there is going to war in Israel, man. You know, cause it's just fulfilling prophecy anyway, man. You know, I care less about what is going on over there. We're just using that as an example to show who the real Jews are, man. Who the real Israelites are, man. And them hook-nosed bastards are not the real Jews, man. And they about to get blown up out of that land sooner or later. They about to get up out of there, you know. So
them people ain't the real Palestinians.
I was just about to bring that out. I had
Palestine now goes back to Philistine. There was Hamites there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Khan.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey,
somebody get first Samuel 5:1.
Okay.
Oh, Salaki Mashal, go ahead, brother.
Oh, I was just going to bring it out real quick, guys. it'll tie into what you bring out. This is Genesis 10. I'm gonna start at 10 to 7. I'm going to jump down to 13 to 14 real quick. And the sons of Cush, Seba and Havilah and Saf and Ramah and Sabbathah, and the sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dedan. The main point is here on verse 13. And Mizmarim begot Ladum and Anaman and Lahabam and Nethem. I haven't pronounced these names, Salaki. And verse 14 is the main thing.
Good.
And Pertharism and Cashalum, out of whom came Philistine and the Capathors. So is the original Philistines were Hamitic people.
That's right.
The Palestinians that are now they know that they're Arabs. They know they're descendants of Ishmael. So how are you going to be an Ishmaelite and a Hamite at the same time?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's either one or the other. One or the other, man. You can't be both, man. You know.
Well, they got conquered.
You say you wanted 1 Samuel 5:1 out.
Come.
This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 5 verse 1. And the Philistines took the ark of Yahweh and brought it into Eden Azar unto Ashdod.
Yep.
Come. And when verse 2,
this is
when the Philistines.
Yep.
Come, go ahead, Ark.
Because this was going into the account where the Ark of the Covenant was stolen by the Philistines, and the Most High did what? Put boils on their secret parts, but showing you where these Philistines was from, man.
Right.
You know, it shows you that those people, those Arab mixture, whatever they are, they're fighting over Palestine when that's not their land either. That's why the Most High said, what? I got to remove the covering cast that's been on all nations, not even just Israel.
Got two squatters sitting in a household.
Right.
Yeah.
Two squatters sitting in a house that's not theirs, man.
Right.
They're gonna get blown up out of that land, bro, with fire. You know, because man, they're shedding a lot of blood over there. You know, they killing a lot of people right now. They've been killing a lot of Palestinians for years now, man. So they building up the body count and they building up the blood, you know. And so of course, before we get there, that place got to get cleansed out, you know. And what's the best cleaning agent that the Most High uses, you know, fire. He go burn their asses up and get them up out of there, man, you know. With them missiles, man, you know. So all that is prophecy. Get them up out of here, man, you know. It ain't even their land, neither one of them, you know. They all imposters. They're not even really who they say that they are, you know. So hey, man, I could care less about what happened over there, man. It's just only thing I care about that is showing and proving that they are not the real Jews. They imposters. They supposed to be in that land to fulfill prophecy, but then in due time we're gonna take back the land and we're gonna take back the kingdom, man. You know?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, Op.
It's the book of Isaiah 14, verse 29. Rejoice not thou, whole Palestinia, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. For out of the serpent's root shall come forth a cockatrice. So you look at that word of cockatrice in the Strong's talking about a seraphim. The seraphim, meaning the angel of death, the Most High has a certain judgment for that nation as well. So they're gonna they talk about free Palestine when the Most High ain't dealing with them either. And they gotta understand that Allah is not real. All knees are gonna bow to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, as the prophecy tell you.
That's right.
That's right, man.
Out of the serpent shall come forth a cockatrice, and its fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent, man.
Throw up a video real quick, Salakia. Throw up a video real quick, and then bring out that precept again, just to get a visual about the missiles hitting. You know what I'm saying? Word up. That lines up perfectly with what's going on right now, man. You know, that angel of death, man.
Hey, look, Salak, look at this right here, man. And then I got a precept too, but I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show this. Watch this. All right, Salak. Here we go. So look what Russia got, man. Hold on, let me find this real quick. Where's that at? Man, here we go. All right. That says Putin's hypersonic missile capable of wiping out U.S. cities, ready to launch by end of summer. See, that's how the Most High is going. That's how the Most High with them ICBMs from Midgog and Gog, man. That's how the Most High is going plead with all flesh, man. Right? And I got a precept. This is Isaiah 66, and I'm gonna start at verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. See, that's what's gonna happen, man. With fire, man. Them ICBMs, that's how he's gonna plead, man. And then with his sword, because he's gonna get his sword wet too, man. And we're gonna dance in the blood of our enemies, man. By the way. Con.
Yeah, man. So the missiles, he said the missiles that's in Russia, they said they aimed at United States and ready to launch around summer.
No, it said they got supersonic missiles that's capable. That means they can't get caught by radar. You can't shoot them down, and they'll be capable of hitting U.S. cities. They'll be ready by the summer.
Okay.
But it's not like Russia already got enough missiles to blow the whole eastern seaboard into the water already, and there's no way that Babylon could stop those missiles.
Hey, do you remember that on a front cover of my Bible, right?
Right, yeah.
I don't want to jump into context. The front cover of my Bible, man, it clearly show in detail, right, 2 missiles heading right towards the United States, guys. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Anybody who have this Bible right here, you could clearly see the two missiles right here, and they going right towards the United States right there, you know. And this is on the cover of my Bible, yo. You can see them 2 missiles.
Right. Yeah,
yeah. It's going right towards the United States, you know. And it's crazy that it's on the cover of a Bible, you know. Karatazar, he mentioned that to me. I didn't even pay no attention to it. And you can see the hourglass, and you can see these 2 missiles right here. You can see these 2 missiles right there heading right towards the United States from the north. I mean, from the east, Salakia, from the east.
Time is short. That's where they're coming from. They coming from Russia. You see what I'm saying? To get that to destroy this place, man. Like it tells us in Ezekiel 38, he's gonna put the hooks in the jaws of these nations, man, and bring them out, man.
Yeah, man. So Jake, get in order, man. Even though 2/3 of y'all not, you know. Hey, man, he gonna start with, you know, he gonna start with us first, man. Judgment gonna come to us first, huh? You know, when all hell breaks loose out here in America, man, first thing Jake gonna do is go try to get help from his enemy. Because we used to get so-called help from our enemy, because we get everything from our enemy, from our oppressor. You know, so when things get scarce, Jake gonna be going right to the Esau's neighborhood, and you know how Esau got the doomsday bunkers, they got the food supply, they got the weapon storage, they got the ammo, they got the medical supplies, and they're gonna see Jake coming up in their neighborhood, man. You're gonna be fooled, man. You know what I mean? And then when they run out, they probably start eating each other, man. They probably, you know what I mean? Probably start, you know, doing cannibalism out here, man. You know? So Esau is a savage beast, man. So like you dealing with the beast for real, all right? Man. Hey, that's all I gotta say, you know.
Yeah. Because Esau, man, he's a vile man. He's a base man. You know, he's a bloody man. I can tell you in Psalms chapter 5, verse 5, man. You know, so you know the faith and the patience of the saint, man, is that we're gonna get to shed his blood, man. That we're gonna get to put a chain around these devils' necks, man. You know, Lord willing, man. But again, man, first we gotta clean up our own house, man. We gotta get our own selves in order. See? Because again, through much tribulation, we're gonna enter the kingdom. That's all I got, man. Right now, man. Let's you got something else, Elder Yacob?
Yeah, I think Elder you covered. I don't think he.
You
I don't
go.
think he's
Okay.
in, man.
Con.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
Well, oh, he there. It's a lot.
Yeah.
y'all hear me?
You got
Y'all said
anything?
your brothers hit it on all cylinders, man.
Yeah.
Con.
Water.
The
Yeah,
water.
man.
The water. Right, man. So look, man. You Palestinians. I got one more precept, man. Somebody get Joel. One more for the road. Get Joel chapter 3, verse 1, man.
Yeah.
Right? So this is the last precept on the Israeli and Palestinian conflict, man. Two heathens, nations, right, with an identity crisis, fighting over a land, squatting in a house that don't belong to them. And y'all all going into slavery. And Esau, you're going to get wiped off the map eventually. All right?
You said Joel 3 and 1?
Joel.
Oh, Joel? Oh, Joel.
Yeah, Joel 3 and 1.
Joel chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days,
right,
and in that time, that I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Right. He said he's going to bring again the captivity of Israel and Judah. That means set them free from their captivity, written in the Old English. Read on.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down unto the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right. So he's going to gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat to do what?
And I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
My who?
My heritage Israel.
For my people, which is us, and for his heritage, which is the land of Israel. Read on.
Who they have scattered amongst the nations.
Right.
And parted my land.
Right. So they scattered the people amongst all the nations. That's a cut for you fake Jews, because the Bible said that in the end days they was going to be scattered into all nations. Right. And it said that, and they did what? They parted my land. Right. So here, fake Israeli, fake Jew, you take this part of Israel in Jerusalem, and fake Palestinian Arab, you take this part of Jerusalem, and you got the actual Temple Mount with a mosque built on it.
When they dome of rock. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. So they parted the land. That's prophecy right there. See?
All right, precept.
Oh, Salakia, go ahead.
Con, that's it on that. Go ahead and bring your precept out, and then we can close up.
Okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 7. Your country is desolate.
Right.
Your cities are burnt with fire. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence.
Oh, strangers devouring the land in our presence, and we can't do nothing about it. Right? Because it was prophesied to happen, man. That's why all of you Negroes, Israelites who go over there to the land, you shouldn't be going over there anyway. It's not our time to get our land back, man. And that Israel is going to get pounded with missiles, man. Don't end up getting destroyed because you want to be over there.
Oh, Khan, I heard something that they deporting them out of there right now, too. They're getting them out of the moment. Yeah, Khan.
Hey, they should be thankful, too. The Lord has had some mercy on them.
Right. Absolutely. They should be happy that, you know, that the Most High is showing them mercy by getting up out of the land, because the destruction is going to come. Because it tells you that we was going to have to build up the desolate places, man.
Right. And so that's part of this. And it is desolate as overthrown by strangers.
Con. And it's
There you go.
overthrown by strangers, man.
Mhm.
You know, right? By the heathen, man. So we don't. It's prophesied we weren't going to possess the land, man. So you know, that's Lord willing, man. This was edifying, man. Elder, if you want to close us out,
First and foremost, as always, give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Say shalom to all the elders in the Yakim. And through thy precepts, I get understanding.
I get understanding.
Hind's feet, man.
Khan,
Shalom.
Hind's feet. Absolutely. Shalom.